Hello everyone, welcome back again in the video. In this tutorial series, we are learning the Kinter module of Python to make GUI application. And in this video, we are going to see how you can use list boxes into your application. And let's begin. In the previous video, we have seen that how you can use text widget into your application. And in this video, we will be seeing how you can use list box into your application. To see the list box, let's create a new Python file here to show that how list box works. So first of all, creating the Python file and naming it as your Kinter 14. Okay, and first of all, let me tell you the brief description about that what is list box and all about the list box. So basically, first of all, let me give you the brief description of that what we are learning in this tutorial series. So Kinter is a GUI toolkit used in Python to make user-friendly GUIs. So Kinter is the most commonly used and the most basic GUI framework available in Python. So Kinter uses an object-oriented approach to make GUIs into your applications. And using these approaches, you can make your best of best GUIs with yourself using the Kinter module. Kinter module is widely using in now. So basically talking about the list box, so list box widget is used to display different type of items. These items must be of the same type of font and having the same font color. The items must also be a text type. The user can select one or more item from the given list according to their requirement. So basically we will be seeing about the syntax and all, and the argument that it could take, and the common methods and some of the optional parameter do it take. So first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to import the files, important file what we need to make GUI application, the base window of any application. So first of all, we are going to import all. So we are going to import all the necessary files. What do we need? So importing the file and creating the base window of your application. So because without this you cannot easy to make your application. And the below one, we are going to give its main loop that it would get looped till the widgets are not end. And basically what main loop do, it basically loops your window till you hadn't press your cross button over your window, the red cross button, and when you will run this you get a base window of your application like this. So first of all, let me give a title and a geometry too. So title, I had already been told you that how you can use a title into your GUI window. So I'm going to title is as just list box. So okay, just list box, and geometry window as 544 and cross 344. You can resize, you can however you want, and I'm giving it as thus geometry. So first of all, list box is just called it with their widget name as list box. And basically to use list box, you can have multiple text into a list box and numbers, whatever do you want into your. And first of all, let me create a list box here. So to create a list box, we will be doing just writing lsb. So basically lsx. So let me lbx. Okay, lbx. So list box, and just write list box here and place it in the window. Okay, thus you need to do it as same as I'm doing. So yeah, so let me pack the list box that you could get over your window. So I'm going to pack it as, and when you right click and run the program, you get the list box like this. You can change or resize this as if you want. And I'm going to create a button here. So to create a button, I'm going to just write the button here and placing it into the window and giving the text as add. Okay, add. And to pack this button, I'm going to write just the pack method of your geometry. So this is add button here, and below this I'm going to add a new button here. So this button will be like get. Okay, this is a get button, because what we are going to do, we are going to just as I made a entry box over your list box. So entry box, it as entry is equal to entry box. Okay, and into the window just and entry dot pack, just as I am doing, do it in your code place. And let me give you a padding into the x direction, not in x, to the y direction of axis, so as 20, that it may be look better than previous. So yeah, this is looking better. And let me decrease size of 10. Okay, this is our window, that how it is looking there. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do, what I'm motto to do, so that's why I'm going to what I will be writing into that enter box, that value will be placing into that list box. This is by clicking over the add button, the value which is inside this entry box will be get placed into this list box. And after clicking on get button, everything what it's selected into that list box will be showing over your, or printing into the console or into the box. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do, let me import a file to the message box here. So I'm going to import the message box here. So I'm going to place it, because that I'm going to get the values and placing into the message box as shown. So first of all, let me create some command buttons here, that what the functionality we will be going to add. So in command we will be writing it add, and in this get button also writing as get. Okay, as simple as. And creating the both the functions. So what I'm going to do, so basically I'm creating the add one first, creating the function, and what we are going to write, we are going to get the values and placing it in the list box. So let me first of all insert a new value, insert a first value, like value like you can act as lbx dot insert. Okay, it has two parameters, that is your place, the index value, and the value what you want to add. Like at the index of 1, I am going to add the value as first. Okay, when you will run this, let me pass here. Okay, when you will run this, you get get is not defined there, what the get is. So yeah, this is the problem that it is. So let me define the get here also. So not get attribute, so it's get. Okay, get function and pass. Okay, when you will run this, you will see everything is working fine. And let's see, the first is there. So the first is the first index into your list box, and your entry box is there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the values what is inside the box. So I'm going to remove this and writing it as, so to store the values, let me create a string constructor here. So string, so entry underscore str is equal to string var. Okay, and the text variable will be into the entry box is as, let me create it above. Okay, so right there, and I'm going to not in the function. Okay, not in the function. So first of all, let me give the text variable inside your entry widget. So text variable, so text variable will be your entry str. Okay, and let me do the next figures and not passing the values. And now I am going to get the values what's inside your entry box. To do these things, so the values will be stored into the entry str. So what we are going to do, we are going to place it as, making it as values and entry str dot get method. Okay, this is as same, and we're going to insert this value. So lbx dot insert at the, it takes the first parameter as active. Basically what active is do, active is basically adding your each and every item from upper side. So this is why we are using active here. And the values we are going to use in the f string format. So basically in the f string and the value here. So this will add the values into your list box, and let me run it and show you. So how if I'm writing the Rajneesh, my name, and I'm going to add it. So this is not adding because I forgot this functionality should be add into your add button, not in your get button. Okay, so by mistake I did the everything into the get button. Okay, when you paste it and run the application, entry str expected as indented block. Yeah, the problem is there, this is not well indented. Okay, let me indent it and like this. Okay, yeah, the error again, where's the error? So yeah, basically the function error is there. So let me pass it, and when you will run this, you get that what the value I'm writing this, and when you will click on add button, yeah, this is adding there. When you will write hello, when you will click on add is adding here. Now our next task is to get the values, that what the values are recently selected, and show it in the message box. To get the values, what we are going to do, we are going to just get the values. To get the values, we will be storing it into, so I am calling it as value2. Okay, value2, and we will going at not, yeah, value2 it as an lbx dot curse selection. There is a method of curse selection. Basically I will tell you that what curse selection do. So curse selection is basically used to return, it basically returns a tuple for all the line numbers that are being selected at that time. So this is the use of curse selection. There are multiple methods, so these are the common methods like y view, x view, and get the value that I have already been shown you, and size too. So these things you can use, and you can customize your list box using the root as a base window, background color, foreground color, border color, height, weight, font, what the values you can give. And if you want that, I will be doing in the some couple of minutes. So to get this, we will be doing, so for this we will be doing, let me print first that the values are we are getting or not. So that is value2 dot get. Okay, not it, it's get. Okay, get, and when you will run this, and let me click first and get, you are not getting the tuple because we did a mistake here, that we are fetching the values from your list. Okay, list box, not from this variable. So when you click on the run button and enter some values like this and add, the values added, and when you select this first and get, yeah, you get the value into your console. Similarly you can print these values into your message box. So I'm going to print these values. So to print this value, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the box dot show info method, and the one is title. So title will be your selected selection. Okay, selection, and the values we are going to give the next it as lbx dot get and value. Okay, so like this. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to run this. When you click on there and write like this and click on add, the value added, when you select first or this, when you go on add, yeah, you get the desired result as your selection, and your description as this what you have been selected. So this is all about your list box and how you can use list box, and all how you can try with some their figures and some methods of it, and you can design your list box with yourself. Let me design a list box for you. So the list box is there, so thus I have written one root window option here, not any more. So to design the list box, there are multiple options that you can use, like background color, foreground color, and many more options that you can use. So I am going to give it the bg color. So I am going to give it this bg color as gray. Okay, and the next I want to give it as fg color as yellow. Okay, yellow, and the next I'm going to do like font. Okay, I'm going to font it as Helvetica. Helvetica is a type of font style. Okay, so that is Helvetica. Yeah, like this. When you click on run button, then there is a problem, that is yellow. Yellow is basically fg color, that is yellow. So yellow is not working. Let me change it to black, not black, it's green. Okay, green there. when you run this, not debugging what I did, let me pause it and run it. So when you run it, you get the values, and your background color is gray and your font style is Helvetica and your foreground color is basically green. Okay, you get it as that your text is green here, and your designing could be done like this. Let me tell you the option that you can use. So basically what the option you can use there, so you can use the option as your background color, foreground color, for border, for height, width, font, and you can highlight the color as well. And the scrolling option could be done in the two accesses, like Y scroll command, giving the Y scroll command, and X scroll command, and the cursor option can be also done here. So let me give you the little assignment that try these methods here, these arguments with yourself, and send me the code into the comment bar, that I could know that you guys are really trying well. And these are basically the optional parameters, and there's a command method that's very important. So that we had used, like get is a type of command method, delete is a type of command method. So delete can be done by giving two parameters as start and last. And the curse selection, as we had already seen, the how you can use curse selection to recently get that what the option you have selected and show it into the console, and what about the method do you want. So thanks for watching this video. We will be meeting next time.